As I have mentioned before, Speedway's sister location in the 313 is almost identical to the original. It is an indoor ski resort with 22,500 square meters of indoor ski area. It features an 85-meter high indoor mountain, equivalent to a 25-story building, with 5 slopes of varying steepness and difficulty, including a 400-meter long run, the world's second indoor black diamond run, and various features boxes, rails, kickers that are changed on a regular basis. The only difference is that Ski Dubai has penguins. No bullshit. Fact check me. It houses a number of penguins who are let out of their enclosure several times a day. Penguin encounters can be booked, allowing the public to interact directly with the penguins. The only reason the 1 in the 313 doesn't have penguins is that they're not a native species. But being so proud as I'm of the 313, I could not allow the Emiratis to have something we're here in the best town in the world did not. My first thought was to go about influencing the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development to use grade specially engineered for NASA to turn the surrounding area into a hot desert climate with frequent dust storms to better replicate the native habitat of these penguins. But then I thought of the cast that might be robbed by palm flame birdsmen who hate to get incest away, and plus I was told that this wasn't necessary. I simply had to leverage my sway over the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development to get some pull at one of the city zoos. They'd allowed the construction of in some shithole state like Missouri or somewhere. As it turns out, the heads of Gipper in St. Louis who had been training giraffes to replace light boats for him, which is technically tantamount to slave labor. So I blackmailed him into giving me some of his penguins. When I arrived at this shithole, I was given a warning about penguin behavior before I was able to enter the beach-style enclosure. The keeper told me penguins, much like the late Congressman Larry Craig, crave physical intimacy, but will only allow it on their own terms. Pretty much as soon as I got in there, one particular penguin walked up to me, the smallest of the group. When I knelt down to inspect its feathers for ticks, he gave me an inquisitive look and tilted his head upward, telegraphing a request. I obliged, feeling no thin areas of feathering indicating a rash. Only to help the thick waterproof down that it would need in its native desert climate. The penguin stepped forward and nuzzled his beak into me, standing directly on my feet. It clearly thought I was its mommy. As my obligation as a parent, I decided on a name, Bartholomew Edlington on the 3rd. I took Bartholomew and 19 other penguins back in my van, which was also specially made by the Emirati government's head engineer, and released them into the enclosure. I had to do it late at night while the slope was closed to visitor, and the connecting pathway between the penguin enclosure and the slope was open. The largest of the penguins did a belly slide to the pathway, stood up and slapped a button on the ski lift designed to be placed under the cross with his flipper. He then used both flippers to place one of the lift seats between his own legs. He had a day's lick and licked his beak, and the entire time he was being pulled up the slope, he waddled to the center of the precipice, staring through the darkness at my face, but a silhouette was outlining the glow of the full moon through the window directly behind me. Stands telegraphing an announcement to me personally.
Mr. Eminem, I am the penguin formerly known to you as an actual penguin inhabiting the body of a Japanese teenage girl. I once swindled you on the publishing rights to your novel, and have put those ill-gotten gains to good use. I bribed your former allies at the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, and have already signed a contract to become the new leaseholder of Ski 313. All I needed was a method of transporting myself here, and what better tool to use than an easily duped human like yourself. I am now king of all of the penguins in the 313, and have a base of operations to mount the expansion of my territory into the town that you hold so dear. Now I banish you from my palace of snow, and you can take that puny little mama's chick with you.
Though it are deep in my soul to have been bested by the king of the penguins, and for him to insult my beautiful little boy, I knew there was little that myself or Gerald Gershowitz would be able to do about these new circumstances, and did as I was commanded. I then made a vow to never allow Bartholomew Edlington the 3rd back to this establishment without his mommy, yet to look after him.